Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Beautiful day again. Today's March 21st, 2023. Today is March 21, 2023. You know, Salon people, I can't always tell you now, they'll be very grateful. You know, for every other day we will see, we grab, we wake. Not to by with power, but by the power of the Almighty God or the Almighty Allah. That through His mercy, that make people for grab and see this beautiful day. Let us not take it for granted. You know, Salon people.
When you talk about Almighty Allah, so I think first Monday starts tomorrow or Thursday, comrade.
Come and refresh me.
Right?
Right, I'm not sure. Comrade, what's the first Monday begin?
I think tomorrow or Thursday.
First month will be either tomorrow or Thursday, the 23rd or the 24th.
Yeah,
okay.
By the moon come out also.
Huh?
And they wait on the moon. We're waiting on the moon.
Well, maybe. Well,
that probably not the storm now because Saudi Arabia they start the moon for a week.
Oh, okay.
Then they start them. Because then get machine now. No science don't improve. Then they start the moon.
Right.
When they start the engine, they publish and the whole all man can see. Now this day they start the part and this day they play. So I make sure see that condition done now. I don't want to get the camera pass you see. Because
so possibly you can have flat today, comrade, and the Muslim then can have flat today. Although now Lent back anyway, so we the Christian and back to celebrate the Lenten season.
The Lent season, okay. I got you.
Yeah, the Lent. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, so you know, the first month is around the corner. We pray for, you know, strength for we brothers and sisters them, you know, and let God give them well body because we don't say no easy, you know, especially under difficult circumstances within Trangas under the country. But let God give them the strength. Well, and then until the ID card for pick up on a photo ID card, them not forget to April 9 and September. I think not the 17th also. Cashbox.
Yeah. Is it the 9th to the 17th or 9th. The 17th or something? I'm not sure whether it's the 9th to the 17th, but yeah,
absolutely.
The 17th.
Well, to be honest, I don't get interest on that box of ID card that much. Like the number with the road they say non-delete. When they say 202,000.
Absolutely.
Now they got 270,000.
Right.
Because people are really, now they tell you, people are really voting an ID card.
Yeah.
But the answer to this, what about the number we non-delete? So no, take the who said them delete them. Why would they delete biometric registration?
Absolutely. We look at them young adults, them wait for turn 18 by June 24. We don't register. Hundreds of thousands of them. We then go take the birth certificate. They say that the yellow one. We then go take the yellow one and say that the blue one. Then they back to the country. Hundreds of young people, you know, not going for vote. Waiting they happen to them. You know, see, these are all the concerns we'll get, Salon people. You know, Kashi and Comrade. You know, before we go deep into these numbers, yesterday, you know, we started off with, you know, the price of fuel, that's alone, petrol, right? And Cashbox will be for January, and in about another 13 minutes or so, Cashbox will go by a meeting, get a first meeting in the morning. So since time is not enough, we want to see how best we can deliberate on that issue a little bit more. Let's stretch into RAM. You see, because there are certain important things will not be mentioned when it comes to the price of that, you know, petrol. And the most important area, now how it underpin, you know, the price of basic commodities, them, everything that our country, now I could stress the importance of the government less than 95 days to elections for reduce the price of fuel. We then go say, boy, that is not possible again. They cannot be seen. At the election, no more. Now see what they happen. But it is very important for them to reduce the price or subsidize. Not only reduce but subsidize, because you reduce price, then you subsidize that reduction they back. Where we there right now, Cashbox, we do the math and calculations yesterday again at the back end at the end of the day. Let's talk on that this more. Let people understand. They like it today. If all thing there, what they say, that pepper and market, the Maggi, even to the price of rice, it affect, you know, it's affected because of the price, the increment in the fuel cost. Because that transportation of that rice from the Wataki food in the order, all tell we know say with the import rest. That Wataki transport, when it transport as FTA go there, left there, who side at the various destinations across the country, it add to the value and the price of the rest when they sell at the country. So all of these they underpin people. So Kashi, now talk on this small about the pricing. Looking at the current price of the oil at the market. You know, yesterday we'll do the calculation again. What they say on average, at least until right now, price of fuel for there around 5,000 or 7,000 based off of the calculation. Now talk on any small Kashi. we digress into the other areas.
Absolutely, Ibrahim. You see, the problem with the gates now we consider the fact that people again, they pay attention to these things, and people are not there. We actually they tell the people them how to make the people them react to the government decision, right? In fact, the oil price it kind of like even go down yesterday up to like $67 a barrel by the end of the day after we do Ojo yesterday. You see, the problem with the face now we come to the end, like we talk. You remember, I listened to Ojo yesterday when we talk about the subsidy and all that. When you emphasize on the subsidy, waiting in it, and when you emphasize America, we are the richest nation. They are one of the most subsidized nations in the world, especially when it comes to gas, to petrol. They are one of the most subsidized nations. Ibrahim, you know too well that you see America, people rely on driving. And it's the same thing. Sometimes the reckless nature of this government, it's mind-blowing, Ibrahim. Sometimes it's unimaginable because when you think say, okay, waiting that the core thing to people a livelihood, waiting that the basic thing that when people need rest, fear. These are the things that when you cannot allow to make it go out of proportion, Ibrahim. They go like over the roof. You have to make sure it is controlled. You have to make sure it is controlled. Do you remember when this government came? They say that they remove all the subsidy from the fuel because it is part of like IMF and all that in the right, Ibrahim? They say they want to make IMF get kind of like trust in them and all that in the Ibrahim, you see, when we allow like when the words with the statement we come borrow from Obama, it said we don't need strong government, we need strong institutions. Right. Ibrahim, the reason why institutions are very important because it brings about respect, credibility. And again, I was reading something yesterday. Now, one of your favorite parts of the Constitution, Section 13. I know you love to emphasize on Section 13B. But Ibrahim, I was just reading through, like down Section 13D, D for Delta of the Constitution, Ibrahim. It says every citizen shall help enhance the power, prestige, and good name of the state. Ibrahim, the reason why that they capture, I like me mind. Now when he say you for help for enhance the power, prestige, and good name of the state, Ibrahim. And these institutions then suppose for and make sure say the good name of salon, the brand name salon, where it's something where I don't emphasize on for far too long. Like these institutions and that people are supposed for the whole with a good name together. Ibrahim, now the dollar is about 2,150,000 or so, or 2,200,000. I don't tell salon people and say it have to go up to 25,000 or 2,500,000 before the election, because even America, where get one of the most powerful democracy, then when it comes to election, it bring about this volatility, they bring about this up and down, this uncertainty, Ibrahim. You see, the reason why they say all this, Ibrahim, when they come, these governments come, the problem with petrol and everything and the rest, it's as a result of like the dollar impact. Dollar no day. They don't allow the dollar no rotting that we earn. And Ibrahim, the reason why the dollar rotting, it has nothing to do with the war. It has nothing to do with like the COVID. If anything, we cannot take advantage of the COVID, Ibrahim. It is because of lack of confidence. Ibrahim, you and I, and the comrade will be just to talk about in the background, like the banking crisis right now, that the world, the credit suisse, where UBS don't talk about credit suisse, and the problem that the SBB, the Silicon Valley Bank, The problem, all that, Ibrahim, now it gets like a contagious effect. In other words, like, as a result of their bank failure, people in the fear system will affect other banks. Ibrahim, waiting and trying to do the problem now that the word confidence. That is what they're playing with. Right. As I talk to you right now, the America right now, they're about for guaranteeing people a deposit. So people are not going to begin to go withdraw their money and all that thing in it. Right. Again, we were talking about the FDIC, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, Ibrahim, in America. Right now, they're about for guaranteeing people a deposit. Because if they don't do that, people are going to fear and go begin to run for pull their money, and that is going to affect Boku thing. It will kind of like create like a systemic risk, Ibrahim.
Within this economy, yeah.
Thank you. Ibrahim, you see, let me go back to the petrol price before, like what you asked me. You know, the problem with they get, when they come and take out the subsidy, the oil be the trade at $75 a barrel. $75 a barrel. This government we say they pull the subsidy, then they begin sell them at 8,500. 8,500 at $75 a barrel. That's what they sell at the world, Ibrahim. Now, all the trade, right now, it is trade about $68. But let me say that at $70. Ibrahim, this $70, if they sell at 8,500, where it be $75, at $70, they're supposed to sell them 7,930 trillions, Ibrahim. 7,930 trillions. Right. But right now, they sell petrol 21,000, Ibrahim. 21,000. Now they sell. Let me say for simplicity's sake, let me round up to 8,000. I saw them for selling right now.
21,500.
Sorry?
1,500.
Thank you, so you see, at right now we say that 8,000 for the seller. Ibrahim, you see, then they rip the people off by 13,500. Then they charge extra by 13,500. Ibrahim. But again, this is the problem with the face that we continue. But shall we say Parliament cannot do anything? But shall we say, the judiciary wants to carry on? They go back to section 13D of the Constitution where it says, every citizen shall help enhance the power, prestige, and good name of the state.
Absolutely.
We have a problem where, like right now, the government they rip the people off just for fear by 14,500. Who that they ask the question, Ibrahim? Who that will ever go to the government and say, why would they charge 13,500 extra? We want to know why this excess. Why the burden on the people? Or for say they're happy for the fact that they say, no, let me left the number, better allocate and say. Ibrahim, the problem we are facing in our country, it is because institutions are not working. Absolutely. And the problem, people not there when they tell this government and say, like, waiting at the reason. Why would they charge excess of 13,500? And remember, Ibrahim, lastly, even the order that increased to 8,500. At the time where the last government increased to 6,000 millions, all the subsidies were removed. All the subsidies were removed, Ibrahim. So they cannot tell us, come back and tell we say, that because when we talked yesterday at the audio, because when I listened to the audio, where he said that was the reason they bring about austerity, Ibrahim. Again, the opposition allow the government to play with the word austerity, Ibrahim.
Yep.
They allow the opposition to play with it. They can say austerity is a bad thing. Yep. Again, the UK was under austerity from 2007, Ibrahim. Now 2019, officially, now they end the austerity. People are not getting for it. Petrol price been go right up. No, Ibrahim. These are the things that when they talk about responsible opposition, a responsible parliament, responsible institution. Now, the last government we don't already remove all the subsidy will make them be kind of like increase up to 6,000. Why then this government come now and lie back and say, oh, we'll remove this austerity back, we'll take out to 8,500. But Ibrahim, even when they take out to 8,500, it's supposed to be, it's right now, they've been there at $75 a barrel. Why then now price they at $70 a barrel?
Yeah.
Petrol price they 21,500.
Very important question. Very important question, Kashi. And I know say you got to go. I see it's 10:30 now. 10:30 you said. No, actually 11 o'clock, right? Okay, but you know. Yes. Okay. 10 o'clock now. Okay. Sorry. I still did around our old time zone. Anyways, very confusing. But you know, Kashi, you make a very crucial point and very important. Again, let people remember, at the time, during the days of the APC government, the oil price reached $140 a barrel. But APC no seller 20,000 for liter. It got $140 a barrel. Today what they talk so cash work to tell them now. Less than $70 a barrel, but we on price now salon. It is over 21,500 lios. We come recruit and we emphasize the 500 lios, 21,500 lios for liter. Very crucial. Una pay attention to this. But Ura for asking question there, because now the poor people they feel them. Come recruit, remind me. I think the members of parliament, if I remember right, then they get fuel, they get everything, right? They don't buy them. Correct me if I'm wrong.
They get fuel supply.
Thank you.
They depend on the allowance.
Thank you.
Head of MDSM. They all they get fuel. I don't know one day say that they use 16,000 liters a month.
See?
So I don't know. Imagine how much the IG would use, how much the head of ONS would use, how much the director they use, how much for manufacturing, don't know how much president they use. If the CDS they use 6,000 liters, so the president
unlimited. No, comrade, now limited. That is not gonna shine. Now limited.
It not get let me tell something, man. That not will be the issue, and that no will be the issue for discuss already there. All of with me they say, and the continue to talk as now we're watching, we are with the head for. Comrade, you know, all the problem we get national media are not to attack SLPPO. Not to attack bad governance, so attack bad opposition, now they will get problem.
Absolutely.
See, the people get honest. I always take SLPP as an example of bad opposition. When we have a bad opposition, when we go opposition and let them believe on, and they lie, they know they talk real issues that affect the people in life. Then we will get bad governance today. So if we see that as an example, we are experiment we don't get as a nation, that experiment for take in the very seriousness that we don't allow, no go back, we don't come out. Fighting against bad government, we have equally get an opposition, we prepare for change that system there. How you will change system? If you not condemn a system, Ibrahim, you're not able to change the system. But that's not a topic because no one got all the issues that they again. But we'll continue with that for 10 people and say, today, we all know much PLD at the world market. There are no more than the self-care as alone. Ibrahim in the history of Salon, even during the war as alone, they can buy fuel from Guinea. Now the Guinea fuel cheaper Salon fuel. Even during the war, now Salon they buy fuel from Guinea. Now Guinea fuel cheaper Salon fuel. That tells you how Salon they progress, Salon they progress.
Absolutely.
And then what happened? Why? They know a lot to can they talk because who don't see them, who don't live, who they feel them. They say who feels it knows it. We know exactly what we talk about. If you can't and Salon, they want always so the way they work also so they not get even transfer for pay for more than they also own a PZ. They not get money for pay for come East and go maybe go na PZ.
Right.
We talk we want equal opportunity. All we ask for to politicians, not give me money, when I give you equal opportunity. Ibrahim, this abroad, what do you make world in a equal opportunity?
Yeah.
If what's in happen in Africa, I mean happy now. Nobody can run a country up and never they are. Almost of the Africa.
Absolutely.
Nobody. But an equal opportunity. Where can they need opportunity? If you sweep, if you see the benefit of the sweep, you sweep.
Yep.
If not totally, they get the benefit of them. Everything, everybody is equal. Now, money man and woman, you know, go no. Part of the account, they go no pull get money.
Yeah.
Or maybe they must try to drive. And they go no. Man, some money man is and drive them home to
yeah.
They live. You could see nobody know the now we pour in with chicken. Nobody know that we pour we will eat chips. We will eat beef.
Right.
That woman know the now. They make everybody will afford them. Nobody big. I'm saying people pull 1 point go buy chicken and chips. They will pull 1 point go buy beef. If you anything want now, the money they will tip you for 9 they give. So equal opportunity.
Absolutely.
Then we don't cry for all this time. People in the CC they could do bad. Now we don't begin back to drive Ibrahim. But see, like what we begin to talk about say if they allow them to look at council election, I think all the rigging the stats for 2023.
Yeah.
Then go to the parliament, they agree, say therefore do all the election together. I'll tell them say no. What thing make SLPP come out 2007 and 2004 and the foundation solid because they make local council election, the opposition, all the city, almost all the council sit there. Na the city, na the west, na the north, and the northwest.
Absolutely.
So now they have the foundation, they say no, that man they don't go, then don't lose this year. Then go agree, say they make our will come up and they'll tell them say, well, they want use the NCRA and this session, then deny we say they want use the NI number, we'll talk about the PR system, everything we point and cost we, but we still focus on the ball. Now we don't start back from last year, but then 250,000 people, now we don't be understand over 207,000 people.
Right.
But what's in the next year, then say 250,000 people, 30 days. Parliament na close, they can't close. 30 days, they're not talking. Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. When it affect, when it anyway affect everybody, then they talk about Mundu. Where they go for go like where they charge money, we no go talk at Parliament.
They go talk up.
Rice, we know they buy rice. Rice, you know never buy. They know they buy pamai, then they can't get pamai by butter, oil. They buy the people that they buy man, they get and then in the day, Mikey, everything fuel. You don't ever had a talk about fuel crisis.
No.
If you couldn't pay a salary, and they buy fuel. Not to say government they get money for fuel. If it's enough, we don't make an issue at Parliament.
Absolutely.
Because the states, the states they feed them and they are. Poor people, taxpayers' money, they take for spend back then. They don't worry about people like Ibrahim. If the about people buy under the salary, they pay like they pay to Jaman. So then they pay less than 1 million. That they even put money for buy fuel. Let's see if that man will talk.
Absolutely.
And they tell you say Ibrahim right now, senior officers and the way they don't go here and they don't can longer mutuka. Right now they pack up because they know you will buy fuel because they don't get fuel. Now the military, they pack them mutuka and they go take transport because they know you will buy that fuel for go and camp. Cornell and now like they run for them on them but they run pet for force on it. These are the truth I tell you.
Wow.
So because then they feel the pain, they get fuel, then they give them fuel by how they do the big man in the military, like the city somebody gets 6,000 liters a month. So you don't know that the poor people they don't understand. So the poor people are in the suffer. Now, almost SLPP they go, Madam they go, we agree. All those people government go, you don't have the country, you also people go at the world. Bull writing, when they see big tape, the government they see the causes of like SLPP go. But how they for go now they refuse for C2E. See the only way they go, now we all put your eyes on the ball, we think for make them go. One, we don't make it talk from today. All next day don't feel, we say okay, the last open now, how they for go. The voter registration, they're not important. When I see the man consistently say they win the election unopposed, I win the election 4 sounds. Hey boy Ibrahim, if they say if Ibrahim answer they stone you. Now 2 till make it all the matter of fact, if Ibrahim answer the stone, you don't hold the stone now.
Yeah.
You don't hold the stone. We don't see say neck then go to then go na ONS then go to back and check joint intelligence meeting. When they talk say they need another person for them for the doing change. Then they conduct the election and done. Then they left the rest of the sector. Nobody knows that statement up to date.
There you go.
Because they affect them.
Yes.
When team camp and can then pull one in the beats.
Right.
That they get for kill. We don't have the cause which we don't they get for beats. We don't get for some of them get for rape. Some of them get for good damage. We don't have the cause so. When team camp and can, we point. Who lose election 2018? When I show me one minister in picking with a beat. Or one person in with the pitch, when I assume with the rape like I mean, now the honorary members, supporters, sympathizers, and they feel the pain.
And I saw you left back with buff.
Now they feel the pain. From that time to date, with the rape Satan, I mean, when I tell Motina happen to them. So these are all examples with the sauna. For law, no see, we get for Tawa and make sure see the right thing happen because we want to come on this bondage. We keep saying these things, not to people who are saying. Now they talk a little later, they talk but no one talk again. Because we've been saying this thing for 5 years, people don't understand it, but the silent majority in the Boku, where they know the talk. We appreciate one thing, and once in a while, people reach out to me say, "But we understand when I thank you. We know the way. There is way for any action that should be a possible reactions. But Salome, your reaction now already know. I can tell you about that. Salome, we now waiting down. Let's feel it. We is not a point before tower. We the work on a salon before man put a light on the call the river get till. We then come to born house and cut people and do all kinds in there as well. Now they reach all side law feds. The war end.
Yep.
Now, so they look what really happened from 2018 to date. When they talk, not to say the problem why I get it, and the energy we people and get so they support them bad politicians within the APC.
Yep.
The energy they get for attack, like them political high, by the way they say they support who they against for which this election.
Comrade, sorry, hold on 1 second. Somebody don't mess me up now.
On all the on me ain't to be there for running meet or for symbol. The energy they get for fetch for talk about Twitter social media, another energy for challenge SLP for one make one minute with you or 1 word for saying man abuse, but the no man do. But the man can for can cost we go to see Jerry Kuku for challenge now. For next year.
Comrade, Nati you talk so. Let's slow down on that point, the comrade. Nati you talk so. Then Gaia, let's see the records for the records. Let's show we one audio where this guy don't pull publicly challenging the SLPP, this political eye barrier as the PRO.
When you make audio over 5 minutes for say what done exile.
Yes.
You know, like when they say, I don't know what it make me or you or Cashbox the look for so we envy for waiting. Anybody where you got the bless who they support you. I'm not going to take with for talk for them. Because equally, we will say to not talk nothing. Let the focus and look pity patter or this and look free. Now they will talk for. Now they talk for not for you. But say they talk so or we say okay one symbol let me go to talk or no. None of us no come up for anything. But the time will take just because them feel say people are not attached to play Ibrahim. If you they support me now. Even if I bad in about me, you can't cause policy. You go tell the policy, okay. The problem will get to Ibrahim Salon. The leaders are not going to get more than courage for tell them the truth. Let me tell you something, I always go proud for being a military man because the army, the land me so many things them where we say it's on compromise. Yeah. The army tell you teach you more than courage. In as much as you agree, we do things the way you know, I'll tell you, Ibrahim, no, this is wrong. Yeah. This is why I'm going to tell you, no, Ibrahim, this is wrong. You know, let me tell you something, Ibrahim. But I tell all the game believe in myself that nation nobody not politician not able full way. Because we're able to look here and say, no, this is right, no, this wrong, no, I need to do this here. How long? We know the kind of matter of fact, we not ever talk about anybody who take them as a topic, who they relate it to a topic who will let talk about. That's the only two that the only two we on board. We see that parliament challenge, but the wrong thing they say we're not for talk.
Then go land.
Parliament will not challenge the SLPP for the wrong thing they say we're not for talk. APC not get effective at the parliament don't have open. They are on a challenge for their own time. Because they didn't go past the road on a challenge for the land and not pass. We are not for talk. They man and they try. They man what they do. We don't ever see that they not do nothing. We equally understand the system of governance. So if you put and say that the current government, that means we not that thing they change dunia don't. Meaning any other government can, including the APC, they can say we do the same thing or worse. So we say this the beginning of any better democracy for challenge on constitutionality. What's wrong? You're wrong. Challenge your lady in records. For records sake. We see when I challenge for records sake because people get for pay that price. When government change, will the first successive government for prosecute all that ABC, where they participate, and they ID so where they go and kill policy, they mix with hand. We don't kill people left. All that they get for be tried. The killing of Pademba Road, na Tumbo, na Mailantua, na Lunshar, na Makini, na Tonko Liba, Augustin, none of them go for nothing. But if you're not able to challenge them for the records, Ibrahim, how they go for prosecute people left?
Exactly. You get forget the basis.
We want to make with one thing, Commission of Inquiry. Then begin blacklist APC by corruption. APC don't thief. APC don't make sure because they wanted to justify what they want out. Then try for make a right in a record. They don't thief. They don't make sure they all kinds of things. They lead and they talk. They can't look at the country. They don't matter. They go even for debates and they talk. How you want to try possibly to know the records? Because we get one entire record say even the MP them they raise in the parliament they not listen. But we cannot say that. We know they talk because it has never been raised. The killing of Pademba Road, na Makini, na Tumbo, na Lunshan, na Mile 91, na Tonko Limba, including Augustin, including Evangelist Samson. You know, ever raised for the record for call the secret sector say why this thing happened. Because we all know, I don't tell the time again say when the word of one good thing they restructure the entire security sector, we all know when and how for use firearms, use of lethal force. Use of lethal force, and then tell me exactly when the military they introduce the MACP with ability to civil power, and then for we all know the stage we military have been.
Come at the journey back just now.
It did it. So for let people they look at how they talk and then PC will just hit people. We continue for talk to talk. Or the player order let me keep them. Because if we not challenge on constitutionality, we not challenge SLPP, then tell ya election and the council, then they continue for do then tell to do so, then they say they don't put on 50,000 people left. The people that sit down quietly, nobody they ask questions. Nobody that so the former first lady, not the former first lady, the former first lady, in name, who's in register Apujon and Senate. Automatically, you know, who go vote Apujon because they go. So now I'm vote first. Imagine people that don't come say, then the name no can safe. We don't go for verify. Then they back the that problem in that end. They're not always say don't put on a 50,000 people. They go for people go for go check. People and tell me say we they see power you name no can safe. The name no can safe. You know, what the toilet tell if say we just one can talk. Election. I don't talk and time and again. Rigging a process. Rigging a process. And the process, it start like attack. It build. That's small. Till they get opportunity. SLPP, they look for every option, every incumbent we can government in first term. They always one go second term. Now, one of the people go to say no, we're not supposed for bill. Like what them do na Ghana, Panjon, drama. Like what them do na Nigeria, Pangulok Jonathan. Say no, we don't give first time. What you don't do, so you do so. Thank you, go. But the people let me stand up. You see the opposition leaders and they speak up. Everybody be they contribute, participate, civil society. Salon on the every sector we for first follow get pure democracy. They all don't be don't tell like say they not they survive. They say they not they give. We don't see it in society. They're all. Matter of fact, they're partisan, na party civil society. Not to say them for themselves, for themselves SLPP. Nobody need to talk. Nobody. The only person we talk to, we talk for tariff. We talk for a top up for a credit. When I say to the when I go look at every other person. With the this been a talk, Thomas More, we talk for the student that they challenge. How many said do arrest them? So they don't make social silence every other person, all man of people know because you know the only person they afraid now, now they not go lock you. This government can't change this or the left side for all 5 years. They could not put energy. What did I put Kabari Masari for God's sake? People in that Panema Road and await trial. SLPP with the board. Then they hold the election. So all later on talk and say if the SLPP
right
got the kind of power through carelessness, you know how many people in the sofa? All the legit the 99 year day. Coming by that 35 years so. That will not sentence it. They're talking about no more than sentence on in name of August 10. So all later for don't kind of pull a man say, you know what? You might not like me. You might not like Ibrahim or Cash Box. I don't like that you like me bad. But when I look at the two they talk, if you be say you just hate possible, you let this man then challenge for people and wait there. If now you be in a jail, or a brother be did it, or a papa be did it, the way I will trial under this political harassment government and hold them in the name of August or life and or we not sentence on the 3 year of August step. Now you be did it, you go gladly for let no challenge for you, for let the MP they not take a case, for let not sentence you for being gladly.
But comrade, one guy called me this day. One guy called me this day. I say, Ibrahim, say I get some small problem. He said, then go lock me up. Say, by the time they make me, don't get me go. He said, God make me family, we strong, small, we then go fetch for me for pull me up Padema Road. He said, bro, we wanna talk, why go here and I said, myself, I go realize the experience, everything. He said, I didn't jail, I remember una. Say, hey, that the thing is, Ibrahim can talk, say, who's member of parliament who go work na prisons, for go see the conditions of prisoners them, or for go ask them or randomly, just look one jail man, he say, una, this one post here, una give me a file. Last year, which make it in there. Now, so we get leaders, them lawmakers, then are continuing the responsibility. That the guy tell me, come record. He say, Ibrahim, na no more remember what day and I say, like God make we get good family. They forget lawyer, then go pull me there. He say, but what did they now? No more remember what they talk about. Then he say because I go see some small beginning like I get talk and comrade. Small but they was in that place. They say no for the day. He say if members of parliament and they go work at them prison and he say you go see go make a difference because some of them when they didn't go advocate then go pull their hand. They not for the day. Then they for the then juvenile place for take their treat them psychologically and all that kind of stuff. Then they I swear to God, comrade. So this is what you talk so. That's what all what they say, comrade. Now repetition. We don't talk here over and over and over and over again. And comrade will continue for stay on the side of the truth. Because within matter and within relevant at the end of the day, now eventually at the end of the day, when people get for come back and say, like you always say, hey, they be a talker. We don't want to let it always reach to that point when you say they be a talker. We begin telling her everything, like our communication from the local council election. Now the parliament not before accept the SLPP for say, hey, we'll not get money for conduct election. The SLPP be no say them be conduct the local council elections that didn't for disgrace them force. Because the unpopularity across then even people in the southeast, they were very, very pissed. You know, you want to be careful them for vote against the SLPP in that local council election. But the SLPP here, but the APC and the NGC, because they can't stand the NGC anyways, but the APC, the biggest opposition party, well, I'm not going to go support for them to take away the local council election. Then we'll reach down till we don't go get PR, because you see, everything gets a trickling effect. When they allow them will not get the local council election, now you make delegates, they will get a PR system. And the PR system, they know say, the SLPP knows. You know, then they underestimate the potentials of Alpha Kandem and Jules Dejalo, the vice president, where they don't go take a hold in the north. Come remember that picture? Sorry, and that video, Kashi and come remember that video of that guy way based in London, something sila. We go talk na that the rubbish, the Rofak, the area ready. We go talk for say anybody we vote for.
If anybody votes for APC, then
Then Then they underestimate those words. To this day, there is no stalwart within the APC party which challenge that issue there. On the record.
You're not a military man. When you want fire, you want hit your target. And the 4 mathematical principles, we get the third one. When in, they make you know say, now they hit your target.
Absolutely.
They say sight alignment.
Yes.
In bracket, aim must be correct.
Yep.
From the eye to the aperture, tip of the foresight, and to the target.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Steadiness. You know, let me tell you something, Ibrahim. And me people like say, hey, come why the silence? You know, because I don't want to open another battle again. We don't talk. We don't get an executive. We don't get leader, deputy leader. We don't get chairman, deputy chairman. We get secretary general. We get publicity secretary, deputy.
Right.
They point out the thing no more now. Point like what they talk about this one 7,000 people. They point out things then now. The rest of it, we the watch. Because and this is the way I want to do. I get for do it in the proper way. Because we don't say no one the truth. So how they beat the battle, so they dance.
Yeah.
If we all agree say Salon, na bulldoze nation.
Let's sit down.
Because that what mean what did the word mean Ibrahim? If people say that they sabi the man they are, they need respect law and order. Then the bulldoze are still confused. Which way now one fit this for power? Who not accept the bulldoze at this point in time? That is my own take. I mean, to the word mean because we don't really accept the bulldoze.
It goes back to what I said before I left about section 13D of the Constitution. Every citizen shall enhance the power, prestige, and good name of the state, and to defend the state and render national service as may be required. For God's sake, how can we sit down and say, then guy they bulldoze? How can bulldozing be part of we governance structure? What is the purpose or the usefulness of parliament anymore, Ibrahim? Why people now the biggest markets na salon that they flyer they willing to make for people all man want be parliamentarian. Nobody need to talk right now for say, oh, then the bulldozer I don't want to be parliamentarian. They're all going for it. They are all going for it. Ibrahim, as I tell you right now, even want be uncle, why I say uncle, like in fact, now be papa right now, because like he was like we very, very close. Right now, he want to go for parliamentarian. And they tell him, I say, nobody don't send call you there. Nobody, we don't see the bulldozer too. You know, Ibrahim, everybody they make flyer. Everybody want to be parliamentarian. How can we sit by? Then they tell we say bulldoze. Una do what it mean for make una encourage bulldozing. Then I make dollar they go up. Then I make restaurant go up. Then I make people in the shop in that country. Then I make hospital no day. Because of that bulldozing mentality, where una get nobody, no investment flow. Now in the cause dollar appreciation one. Investment flow, Ibrahim. Now in the cause for make people trust una country, Ibrahim. And when bulldozing, no, they encourage investment flow. That's it for that. You know, like it is true. You know, like when they say, let us just add on our constitution. Waiting that the purpose or the usefulness of that building where they opt away, really and truly, waiting at the reason for that. Come with Ibrahim. I don't know if I still live it now. Or I don't lost now. If I am, come with you still live it.
No, because you did. I did.
Okay. Yeah, you see, this is the problem where I get coming. Honestly, that's what you can talk.
No, I make a talk see. Yeah, I make a talk see. If you at this time, me, I no go fet it. I say the man with me in the first, they beat me. Already I don't agree, they beat me. What make us go for the fet now?
Exactly.
If they say that me, you go box. I say no, I don't go no more. Can't see sit around. They play foul low. Can't they play foul low?
How can APC protect their vote if they accept and condone bulldozing when it comes to the local council election, when it comes to the PR system, when it comes for exposing the corruption?
No, but Cassie, let me tell you something. Nobody knows tell me say for like the talk about corruption, African Express day in day out.
Absolutely.
They release huge number of corruption. Nobody tell me say that bulldozing for like not talk about them. Because they don't tell me say all the law then like let us we me I count all the federal effects in parliament. Somebody say they want to put that paper say for census the effects that we do see. Somebody say then they will impose that woman for voting commissioner of Western area.
Yeah, walk out.
That will see the match come and do. They walk out to see and we'll appreciate them. Let them say now the other states with them fetch for pass that law we say for pulling mail and the office. Let them show the video of the feds.
Now they remove
all
section 134.
For PR system, let them show the feds with the
Yes.
We saw the debate at the beginning. I don't know how the thing end. No. Begin full around. When they begin get pressure on social media, they call about and then more offline. Good thing happen, pass the law. All the laws the way they don't pass. Let us say the fed. When the evidence are there, but the rent here will be not the talk about FCA will not let people learn. But let me tell you something: God know they ever hit saloon to a point where we busy will continue, bad will continue. God defends solution for me.
Absolutely.
God more fair solution for the people.
By God in power.
The greater majority, the silent majority will be saying free for talk for their life. Then God will make things go happen. We will make. Other man will see them bad politicians where they don't come for can feasting in the sock. Then that jiga, they say person body they sock up.
Yeah. And they smile.
They up in the seeking for man's soul.
Yeah. Then they smile.
Yes. They are eagle. Then they up.
Yeah.
Then they seek for man's soul.
Yeah.
Wow. Then feel say it's sweet. They're all privilege. The woman they come here, they go do to me, woman in Italy, in England, and this. They're all picking and get privilege for 2 visa, no question.
Yeah.
They'll all get right now. If you check on them, they're picking, they all get something 5-year visa, and then we have for them. They all get then they wait.
Yeah.
So they don't buy tickets up now. They don't lay the tickets.
You couldn't go get $15,000 for medical insurance.
Yeah.
$15,000. MRI scan, CT scan, Ibrahim. You get brand new second-hand one for $25,000, $30,000.
No, you don't need second-hand Kashi. You don't need them.
Yeah.
You don't need them.
Brand new.
Kashi, the money
where do you want them, Ibrahim? You go get one them for $200,000.
Absolutely.
The money with them they spend. The money with them when they can spend for can not to say that for can they can do operation panel, for can do test, for can do checkup. They can do checkup for scan them.
I swear to God.
Then they spend past how many thousands of dollars? What is the president don't go for good medical?
Oh man.
They fly to the church force alone.
But comrade.
The minimum at $300,000.
Ibrahim, comrade, Ibrahim. The president, he can use like Bupa. It's a private hospital. I think just before COVID, he can now Bupa. Bupa for admit day for one night is about $20,000 for one night. £20,000. One night. Madam, you spend about 5 days now Bupa.
Hey.
Wickedness.
Hey.
Wickedness.
God will make them picking
Comrade.
Them picking and go die.
Wickedness.
Comrade and Kashi, Salon de Leketide, there is an epidemic where people don't even know say prevalent. Kashi, now you called me yesterday back about Foster. Kashi and Comrade, that Anya, that bullshit problem that country, that one did a serious epidemic. What it's telling us, so my brother.
It is. I said, Ibrahim, they call me with video call. They show me Foster and Anya. I couldn't watch it.
Comrade, Kashi, the amount of Sierra Leoneans where they suffer from Anya. Hey, my brother, una go.
First time food right now. They talk to her. Show me food. He say in the fear, say the food get forgotten.
Yeah, no notice. If I get the picture.
That
I couldn't watch it.
Kashi, I don't tell you see.
That was one specialized care.
the effective range of the weapon in the way they use fire and so when are less than 2 meters, the effective range, a destructive range, where you say they destroy. Now from 1 meter to 300 meters.
Yeah.
Now in destructive range that day.
Yes. With anything we think.
Now we call the effective range in sectional range right. 600 meters. Imagine from 1 to 700 meters they kill person. And in the destructive range of 1 to 300 meters, imagine somebody now play 2 meters and points up by your foot. Then from not where the fire said the damage and from where the fire will tell and say it no go ever have work properly because of the range. The range. I see because of the close range, hence the number at that level they touch the bone and say get up with the form.
Absolutely.
Me a professional military man.
Yeah.
Me an instructor. Me a weapon trained instructor. I know what thing. I know how the fire person we make a disabled. I say that they become disabled for life.
Yeah.
What make a worse? They not can hospital back. Then go put in a Pademba road.
Yes. Yeah.
They not even admit us. So you let admit and they will put in a Pademba road. All in years. Now I remember that hospital they be say, hey Akashi. And I tell you about Pademba road. If you know go there, the office the person they exaggerate. Imagine when you see sick, go doctor can check you. The best medicine in the give na paracetamol. Then give you. When you want that, then can you go na cannot because they don't get the facility. No facility, but not ever admit na no hospital for all the time we don't spend it for say, hey, but this is okay, na police hospital or 34 minute hospital. When you visit a police hospital, then know exactly how to treat person with the fire. They're not gonna go there. Na Pademba road they left all this time. All this time, say they take and go pay doctor and encounter. Now go no say they can go. Now make you food this so.
So which I don't do.
Now that day man leku challenge.
Yeah. Because you go prison.
But me, I always talk and say, some of we don't live for salon. This cause I feel like this if now they die salon better, so be it. But people love for live, enough for be business as usual any longer.
With people and living in the country in bondage. Comrade Kocha, when you listen to Sierra Leoneans right now, comrade. And by the way, sorry about your experience again with the Foster, you Pademba Road and all of that. And you know so go for discusser. But when you listen to Sierra Leoneans across the country, what they tell you right now? That's what they say matter being go on na in the matter to that then freedom no more than want back. They say the way the country did them, don't life don't tight. The people wait for talk for them, for defend them, for protect them, they don't get one freedom.
Is coming on the way.
They said, look, one freedom. They said, they don't get freedom, comrade. They have freedom and they want.
One documentary where them they compare now tomorrow this can 79. Now, for that documentary, I know now see where can 79, it be handed over power back. They come in 1980. Where you do the execution, then people may blame them. But later now people say it better. We do the example like Ghana. The 79. Not to say
right.
The one day when the road Ghana said the ex-military leaders say go take them all, they count them, you say Una. Now one are the problem in this country. They pin them all. Yes. They take them all, you go hold them at the village, they count them, pin them all. Una be rule on and make this country this way so the suffer so they go to life for peace. People they know it would eat now. Una be no rule, una don't mismanage money. Don't go on a village would they get money that they jam allow and lie. They pin them so. They say, oh, people will eat the money beyond. Una know is that example. Na so.
Absolutely.
You know, it's difficult for like you see what's happening at saloon. Where they look at them, Ibrahim, some people they find a few animals like tie bomb by itself because who said they all get that explode down all the go before. We don't all go see God. They go judge now.
Comrade, what you make if you see the Afghanistan, Iraqi people they stand up for their country, they see them take their one going picking and sacrifice some tie bomb parents, they send and go inside the meeting, go. You know, comrade, comrade Salon. You know, there is hope.
Have you heard that saying where politicians they want to rip people them off, then they say politics not the next war. Naya it is. So let we enjoy Anaya. Salon people are wicked. So basically then they rip the people them off, then they lie for the people. Then they tell them say politics not the next war. Naya it is.
Yeah.
So you therefore make use of it. All that parable, that adage Ibrahim.
Right.
It is part of ripping the people
yes.
off. Ibrahim.
Then that dynamic is started with Kashi.
That's alone. When somebody embody the pig, or embody pig,
they say they leave.
Money, man. Would admire money. Yahweh body big, embody big.
You see,
there's a big for like cause a health problem.
Yeah.
Salon, watch no more. Somebody as a donor as that person high big day we kick like a dog. Watch away from we don't talk minister high go tap.
Yes.
Yeah.
The swell.
We kick like a dog. Watch no more high go to minister.
It does the swell.
Yeah, because We own that culture. We put people in the gate because they're able to eat beef. They eat to time.
Right.
So always they're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comrade Kashi,
What is Ibrahim and comrade? If I should ask you guys, you really feel can you see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Yeah, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
Make no mistake, there is light, Kashi. What will they pass? Trust me, it's a gradual process. Kashi, I want to say, the Folai Mandela that succeeded the revolution, Mandela Singapore spent 27 years. Folai they killed the apartheid government. One of the most oppressive governments in
the world.
In history.
Yeah.
The most oppressive government, when they tell you need the person in a country, plus money the person there.
No.
It take Mandela 27 years for not to the tender we don't start to. From where the whole are now, it takes 27 years, but it's standing grounds.
Yeah.
The ANC standing grounds.
Right.
They come from a political party to a movement group to an armed struggle. At the end of the day, people then die. The killing of them began in 1976 in Soweto, where we could celebrate June 16.
June 16, the day of the African
That day,
child. Yeah.
people then snap. That at the beginning of Joe Biden in light inside politics.
Absolutely.
At the beginning of your light inside politics.
That's true. Because you go friend Mandela. Yeah.
Not to one take the camp. Changes na gradual process. What thing will make you not happy now? We will not discourage. We will not give up. We will not become frustrated. Now they make changes so they ever happy as people become frustrated.
Right.
Based on the attack, the attack on the guest, so we say no thing. That was the Alpha can they go join the SLPP. They go make show. Meaning they join any party where they can destroy alone. I would mean like that. So hey, let me tell you something, Ibrahim. What make me I tell God so one thing I believe in first that death. Yeah. And I so believe in that I receive nothing, Ibrahim, because whatever I own, I get for that left. So there's nothing to me they can mortgage me life or my soul. The Bible talk, they say, what's the profit man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?
Absolutely.
It is the Bible say, what's the profit man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? It is the Quran too. Yeah. What is the profit for get the entire dunya and you go die tomorrow? We be say, either go now, either you for go. I'm very much sure. Very pretty sure. Judgment day. But let me tell you something. You are in the rule that you are in the rule as Aluna Kufar, and no believe they died. They don't believe they see. They died in the judgment. So because if you get this fear in you,
they cancel. They can go fast.
No, the brother.
They can go fast.
Wait, they fast. You get the Quran. God say. No, you get the Quran. God say, "I they pay you for the prayer we pray. I they pay you for the fast we fast. But are they equally wholly responsible for the bad we do?"
Yep.
Yeah, but come here. So this is the thing. When you look at them, they go fast. The way fast money cancel. They face the all like whites now. Then they take the people the money. Then they talk say, politics not the next world on they so now for enjoy them. They pray and fast according to them for make they go get Jana. For make they get Jana. But yet still. They talk say politics not the next war. For thief the people money, kill the people but yet they fast and pray for God.
Kasi, me, I'm very much sure. If I want another kind, if we say one another likely, but like for this no more, for this, let me say like we see one another said the media team. Now for this so like I don't go sit down talk. Get security. They drive to Kale. They talk. They get money. They work out president. They get big dollar. They pay them. The people in the do money because of that reason. We able to get the ability.
Absolutely.
But trust me, Kashi. Me, I tell you one thing, the same mentality I got to affect the war. See, I don't throw on the power. I know one day, I'm supposed to take money because I listen to me money. I don't lose nobody for party. And that same threat and effect to back. Yeah. Gently, I got the key.
Yeah.
Else got the Musa asleep. The rest, it is to God.
Yes.
I know I get for die. We know we don't get God carrying people them that kufar they will get. Now kufar now they will get. We be say they know they pray to God. And because God I think we could do service today. Yeah. Trust me, it didn't change.
Then continue
to force people them.
Yeah.
Hey, the revolution they come. God in vengeance. Hey, Kashi.
God get power.
God in vengeance.
God get power.
Egypt's a great nation. We got to expand them. We got in vengeance come. He end the tyranny of the last Pharaoh.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Lord,
also go
more.
God
the church for Salon problem. God is sorry for you one day. We people them come together. We then get the country at heart. We will really look for tribe, region, or affiliation. We will both come together like minds.
We see this
country, and it's a cause we must succeed.
Absolutely.
Ibrahim,
That's a smart close.
Lastly, I just want to ask. I mean, I know you were delving into it before I left.
Right.
Who that's them who asked this question as to why the government they charge the people in excess of 13,500 now with petrol? Who that's who asked the question?
I'll go look for them. I'm in a market. Mami Modu.
No, Ibrahim. Ibrahim for ask the question. Don't they get fuel free?
Yes.
So the question will never be asked. Now we the people looking for grab and tinap.
Leadership.
Now we get for tinap. All that advice question, all the get fuel. Whether they get 80 liters, whether they get 100 liters, whether they get 120 liters, whether they get this. So man yourself then in check no day. If we're gonna go flop the tank, you come on. Go flop the tank, commodity. You know the check self. Go flop the tank, commodity. So now we the people looking for grab say, you know what in this fear, like I about going to go talking about when they say go pay 600,000 for license, almost $1 million for license. We go talking at parliament. Go to SSF. That will be back.
Anyways. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. Family, the left so another day go come. Yeah. Every day is a beautiful day. We look forward to another day. When I listen attentively, take notes, share these messages, let people learn. Civic education is key. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.